Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Renu. Today I'm ready with yet another update, not just on TR to PR pathway, but also on CEC timeline. Now, these are the things I will be talking about. For those who have not subscribed to my channel, I would highly recommend because I have been covering a lot on immigration and there's long to go. All right, so today would be the ghost updates and what exactly is the difficulty in linking up your application now, how exactly you can fix it, and what is that indication. So I'll be talking in detail. Then the application status, I'm going to share the screenshot of from few of the applicants, and then latest AORs and ECOPRs, not just for the international students, but also for those who have applied under healthcare stream. And in case if you have applied as a single, and in case if your status had changed to married, or even in case if you're blessed to have a baby during the process, I'll be talking in detail. And also the GCMS notes how exactly it works, and then the CEC timeline and the quick queries. And towards the end, open work permit. I got hold of a rejection letter in terms of open work permits. I'll be talking a little more how you can apply under this. This video is going to be a little long, so without wasting a minute, let's dive into our quick update here. Please note that any information related to your failed work permit or your IELTS, in case if you have submitted the screenshot, incomplete fees, police clearance certificate, biometrics, medicals, study visa refusal, proof of full payment, or in case if you have submitted a wrong payment, personal history information, or there's a gap in personal history or address gap through IMM 5669 form. And in case if they have been missed upon the travel, like traveling dates in IMM 5652 form for your spouse or for yourself too, and marriage update or any change in status that can be updated only after the receipt of AOR through IRCC web form. Please note that IRCC has clearly mentioned onto their website that they are not going to accept any unsolicited document without getting AOR or any kind of an acknowledgement. All right, now a lot of you have confusion what exactly is the ghost update. Ghost update usually happen when you submit any document and it when it's uploaded or submitted. That's how you tend to get ghost update. Many of you might have got couple of ghost updates, like maybe one, two, or three. And if you realize, and I'm going to talk about it with timelines, that when you submit a document within a week time period, a person is likely to get ghost updates. Now, what exactly it indicate is that your status is getting changed, your application is getting updated, and visa officer is going to upload, and now he's going to evaluate the application. So if you see here, when you log in the application, it says that it's been updated, but none of the fields have changed. Now when you log out and then log back in, you will see that the application would look like, the status would look like submitted. So ghost updates are not announced by email, and a candidate can check it every now and then. The another one is GCMC. Now this is related to how you can link up your application. Now I have covered a whole video onto it, how you can link up your application onto my channel. So you can always go through it. So you can go in detail with this. Now, GCMS basically it stores your personal information, whatever you have submitted, like your, identification, your family name, date of birth, your, marital status and country of birth, and all the contact information. Now, when you try to link up your application, it might not get linked up through GCKey. You can try it once a day. Don't try it more than 4 times. Otherwise, you will get a message that it has reached to its limit. So try to link up your application once in a day. And how exactly it will be uploaded, it even if you call IRCC, you will get to know that your application needs to reach to that level where visa officer has uploaded it, like it has been uploaded onto the system, not the visa officer, sorry. So once it is uploaded by the centralized system on GCMS, that's again a global case management system, the one I have just talked about. So when it's received and it's uploaded, it's been assigned to a visa officer. So if you see here, your application needs to be uploaded by centralized system on global case management. And in case if you're unable to link up, please note that it indicates that your application has been received, however, yet not been assigned to any visa officer. So you will be able to link up your application once it's allotted and uploaded by the system. For those who are unable to link up, it's advisable, just wait for the acknowledgement letter or the AOR. Now, one more thing I would like to tell you, that even after linking up the application, don't keep away your eye from your inbox, because in some of the cases, you might not get an update through your GCKey account. However, the update is there in your inbox. So yeah, just keep an eye on both. Now, this is exactly how the application status looks like when you have the UCI number on the top right side and the application number again on the very top right side. You'll be seeing the date received, biometric, number, detail, and then in this case, if you see that review of medical results was August 10th, so it shows that the medical has been passed and the candidate is at this stage. If you see here, that review of additional document. Now, in this case, visa officer has indicated that we need additional document to continue processing your application. Now, this is how it looks. Now, let's move on to another screenshot here. So if you see in this case, the review has been done. Only thing he's waiting for now, the background check. It says that the medicals has been passed. Biometric is not required in his case, and we are processing your background check. This is how it works. Let's dive into our first timeline. That's for healthcare. He has applied under Ascension Healthcare, submitted on May 6th, 9:50 p.m. So if you see that he's linked up his application on July 28th, and immediately after a week's time period, he's got the AOR. Now, this is not a guarantee that you will get AOR immediately after link up, but yes, when you link up, it's always pretty quick and fast because the application has been uploaded. If you see, going back to what I've just discussed, has been uploaded. IRCC visa officer has been assigned. Now he's working on your case. So this AOR has been received. Area for police clearance certificate and payment for right of permanent residence fee is the first requirement. Now this is again not the requirement that visa officer is going to ask only for the first area. In this case, it's been asked 3 times because the applicant was in US for a pretty long time. So the second area was translated police clearance certificate and clearance from FBI, living in US for more than 10 years. Now, in case if you have been residing or if you've resided for more than 6 months anywhere, you need to have a PCC. Just a note here. Third ADR was for T4 and pay stubs and IMM 5669 form, and then personal information to be filled here, and then he submitted the required document if you see here, and he got the confirmation on September 28th. That's again morning. If you see that, on the very day he got the PR confirmation portal, that's September 20th afternoon. So this is pretty good news that the time period is pretty less now from this stage when you submit your documents or you get the acknowledgement or see the message that the application is under review towards the final stage. You're going likely to get PR confirmation portal, and now the applicant is waiting for the ECOPR since he has already uploaded the photos and address. Moving on to another case is timeline for Bhumika. Congratulations, Bhumika. Now this person has applied under international students. The case was applied, as you see, at 12:28 p.m. and the AO was received on August 10th. This is a plain case where she got the PR confirmation portal September 18th, and then COPR within 2 days. So if you see this AOR, then September 18th PR confirmation portal. Earlier, we used to take 2 to 4 weeks time period from PR confirmation to COPR. Now the time period has been curtailed to 2 days only. This is interesting and very good news for those who have their cases in line. So note that she did not send any pay stubs and police clearance certificate. There was a query made by her that should we need to submit the document, and as I've said that you don't need to submit any unsolicited document till the time you receive an AOR. So all the documents whatsoever ADR was made after AOR only. So no document has to be submitted unless asked by IRCC visa officer, especially through IRCC web form before AOR or ADR. Moving on to our next case is Navdeep. So he has applied under international student, and then May 6th at 12:21 Toronto time, that's Eastern time. If you see that the application was linked on July 15th, and the very same day he got the request for police clearance certificate. He's got the PCC, so he's submitted. Again, when you link up the application, that means the visa officer has been assigned, and for his case he got the AOR immediately after 4 days, and then the eligibility was passed, and when he saw his status it says that criminality is in process and security has not started yet. So he called up IRCC on August 24th, and that's how he got the ghost updates. Now again, going back to ghost updates, what usually happen when you submit any document and it's been submitted and uploaded, and that's how you get the ghost update. It is a good sign that your application is getting close to PR card. And so if you see August 26th and 30th, so 30th is the second update where he got, and PR confirmation portal was done on August 30th, and he submitted the photo with address on August 31st. So then he's received the ECOPR on September 21st. So if you see Ghost Update, the second one was made on August 30th, and the very same day he got the PR confirmation portal, which means that the document was submitted. Uh, Ghost Update first says that the document was uploaded, the visa officer has started evaluating, and on 30th he's just made the final decision and said the PR confirmation portal. Moving on to our next case is for international graduate again. Now, the applicant has applied on May 6th. His application was linked through GCKey, and he got the police clearance certificate request on July 20th. He received the AOR, and medicals were passed on July 26th again. Then there was an ADR for Schedule A form and submitted September 22nd. Now, again, he got the ghost updates on September 14th, immediately almost after like 2 weeks. And then again, the second ghost update was made on 16th. So for those who are getting second update, that's a good news because he's got the PR confirmation portal. The same thing has happened here in this case also. August 30th, and PR confirmation was done. So second ghost, and then same day he got the PR confirmation portal. As a rule, he uploaded the address and photograph on September 16th, and he's got the ECOPR. Now in this case, the applicant has applied under two categories, TR to PR and CEC, so he can go for the withdrawal. I'll be talking about the refund policy also towards the very end. Now, this is an interesting case for single to married. Now, this applicant has applied on May 6th at 12:10 p.m. Eastern Time, actually. So, yeah, there's correction. AOR was received on June 21st. That's again 1.5 month later after he applied, and then he got the ADR for medical, and he submitted on June 19th. So if you see that the AOR was received on June 21st, however, the ADR for medicals and he's already submitted on June 19th. So prior to that he got the ADR. Then marriage was solemnized on August 8th, and he has updated IRCC on August 11th. Now ADR was again from IRCC because there's been a change in the status, so it has happened almost 20 days later after the marriage was thing was updated. So if you see that it's almost 20 days later, he got the ADR to submit the documents for spouse with police clearance certificates and medicals. So he has submitted it on September 1st. So he was pretty quick and ready with that. He's got the GCMS notes were ordered on September 7th. So GCMS basically is a detail on what exactly has happened. So he has done that. The case has been pretty strong. That's the reason he got the PPR. So the details of spouse were added on September 13th, and medicals were submitted on September 14th. Now the PPR for spouse and PR confirmation portal request has happened on September 15th, and now he's waiting for the ECOPR for both PA and spouse. Now I'll just talk about the GCMS notes and how exactly it looks like. So GCMS notes basically are kind of providing a like detail, like step by step record of an applicant's file, what exactly has happened. Now in this case, for say if you are getting married, you need to provide the proof of your chat before marriage, and then photographs of your marriage with relatives if it's possible, and each and every letter or correspondence whatsoever you are sharing with your spouse. For those who are still on the verge of getting married, just make sure that you have the screenshot of all the chats, or emails or the photographs what you have. So that's going to make your case more strong, and you can submit the GCMS notes. So it's way from applicant's file, correspondence from and to IRCC. So the documents received from applicant, detailed notes from the officers reviewing the file. Basically he's going to review all your documents based upon what you're going to submit, and this is exactly how the GCMS notes looks like. So this been updated, so like step by steps, this is how the thing happens here. Now, the timeline for international graduate again. So he's applied on May 6th at 12:21 Eastern Time. AOR received. I don't have the date here. So medicals were passed on July 14th, and then biometric and PCC request was done on July 16th. So PCC was submitted the very same day, and then biometric submitted on July 19th. Now he's got the ghost updates two times, and the PR confirmation portal was done on September 14th. The very same day, he's uploaded the photograph and address. Now, it took him almost a week's time period in getting the ECOPR. So this is another timeline. Let's move on to another one. Now this is again an interesting one because he's applied at 9:19 p.m. Pacific time. He got the ADR for PCC and submitted the very same day on July 24th. And immediately after 3 days, he got the AOR. Now on July 27th, he got the AOR, but this is not the end. If you see that the first ADR has already been made, now IRCC has asked him to submit the additional documents. So he's raised the web form of completion letter, diploma certificate, and pay stubs, and then another ADR for IMM 5669 form, and that's been submitted on August 20th. Then the PR confirmation portal was got through on August 20th first. Morning, and if you see that he's uploaded the photograph and address, and he got the ECOPR on the very same day in the afternoon. So you can see this is amazing that people are getting in the very same day. Another timeline for international graduate again is he's applied on May 6th at 12:24 p.m. Got the AOR on July 27th, and then there was an ADR for IELTS result and submitted on September 7th. So see that he's got the two ghost updates. Same thing is happening. 15th September, he got the first update, like the ghost update, has been submitted. Now he's been assigned with a visa officer, and on 20th, he got the PR confirmation portal here. Now, in this case, he has not submitted any pay stubs. He uploaded 3 years of police clearance, like he uploaded the 3 years old PCC, which he must have submitted during the time of study permit. And then there was no transcript provided. He just uploaded the graduation letter, the one he used for work permit application. So this is another good news. And there's another timeline over here. If you see that at 12:25 p.m. Eastern time. So today it's like a plethora of timelines I've got here. And then the AOR was received on August 3rd after submitting the medicals, of course. And then he got the ghost updates on August 24th. Now, in this case, he got the PER portal request on September 17th, and then he uploaded the photographs and address 2 days after and got the ECOPR. Moving on to now CEC timeline. Now, this is a CEC timeline over here. If you see here that he got the ITA on February 13, 2021, and application was submitted with medicals on April 21st. He got the AOR on April 21st, and medicals exam were passed on May 4th. Biometric requested by IRCs again on May 4th, and if you see that he's provided the biometric on May 10th. I'll be talking about the last minute queries also towards the very end, so you can check out onto that too. Now the additional document requisition was done on September 15th, and he has uploaded all of them on September 16th. Background check passed, then PPR was done the very same day, September 17th, and he's got the eligibility passed on September 21st. That was yesterday, and yesterday only he got the ECOPR. So this is a pretty clean and simple case here. Moving on to another timeline for CEC is applied on July 8th, and the request for ADR medicals, like there was an additional document requisition for medicals and biometrics that was made on August 9th. He's got the medicals and biometric that's done on August 12th. Now he got IRCC PR confirmation portal stating that his application for PR has been approved and have to email back with some details in order to verify that an applicant is in Canada, and he has to upload photos for PR card on September like to 19th. He's done that. Now, but if you see, that's a catch here, and why I'm sharing this, that because in his GCK account it's still showing that the application is under process. So this could also be the scenario. Another timeline is where applicant has applied on August 3rd with outland spouse. The medical was passed on September 1st, and the eligibility stage is passed. Message he got on IRCC portal is that we are reviewing your documents. He got the ghost updates on September 16th and 17th. So the good news is on its way for sure. All right. So let me know once you receive any good news. I know I'm not sharing the name here today. All right. So these are the quick queries what you can have under TR to PR. What if I have changed the job under healthcare or say non-healthcare? under TR to PR pathway. So you don't need to worry about that. You need to be physically present in Canada. As per IRCC rule, you need to have 1,560 hours in last 3 years in any of the in any of the NOC listed annexure A or B. So the only thing IRCC is actually concerned is about what happened when you submitting the application. You should not be out of that status. That's the major requirement. So in case if you're traveling within Canada, it's fine, except Quebec. So you don't need to worry about that, and you can always move or switch to a different job. What if I've applied under CEC and TR to PR pathway? Can I apply for refund under TR to PR pathway after getting IT under CEC? You definitely can do that, and I'll be talking about the refund policy, how it works immediately after solving the third one. Does visa officer ask for RCMP fingerprints? Not every case is being asked for RCMP fingerprints, but there is no harm in getting it prepared. So in case if you can get it ready, that you can apply for RCMP fingerprints, you should do that, because the visa officer usually give you 30 days time period to submit all the documents, and sometimes it becomes pretty difficult for an applicant, to get that within that stipulated time period. Now, moving on to the refund policy, let's dive into here. Now, this is exactly how it looks like, that if I withdraw my application, will I get a refund? So, in most cases, you can only get a refund if you withdraw your application before we start processing it. So, usually, you are supposed to get the right of permanent residence fee as a refund. Processing fee, that if you see the visa processing fee, that's supposed to be submitted at the beginning, it's non-refundable. However, in case if the visa officer has not started evaluating your application, you will be eligible for full refund. So this is how you have to go to. You can request you know just click on request a refund, and that's how it should take you to the page that how you can ask for the refund. So if you already submitted, like IRCC has already started processing your application, you won't get your all your fees back. Okay, and it could take up to 4 weeks to review your request and issue you the refund. So all you have to do is just follow the instructions, and you should be good to go. The another one is, this is how exactly the work permit thing I was talking about. So when you actually apply for open work permit, you have to keep in mind that you are eligible for an open work permit if you meet all the following. If you are a spouse or a dependent child of a principal applicant for the PR pathway, you must be 18 years of age. And I have covered the whole video over here. If you see here, this is the whole video, and I'm going to share the link in the description box below, so you can have Hi an everyone,
Hi
welcome
everyone,
to
welcome
my
to my
channel. My
channel.
name
My
is
name is
Reenu.
Reenu.
So this has already been uploaded. Now there's a rejection what has happened, and I just wanted to share with you. Now this letter to your application for a work permit. Now this is a rejection letter for BOWP, that is for bridging open work permit. Now based upon your application and accompanying documentation that you have provided, I have carefully considered all information that I'm not satisfied that you meet the requirements. Without going through in detail, if you could see here, the client is applying under TRPR pathway PB spouse, but principal applicant holds a valid work permit to July 31st, that's 2022. So the requirement here is that your work permit has to get expired, like it's likely to get expired in next 4 months time period only. In case if it's more than that, then definitely he is not going to be eligible. So he can definitely reapply that, but he has to wait until March 31st, 2022. So that's the least, and you can just go through it and you can see what exactly is the process. I have covered the whole video here, so I would strongly recommend you to please go through it. And for those who have not subscribed to my channel, you can certainly do that, and you can always click on join button to support the channel. And in case if you would like to write down, you can go to community and then just simply write down whatever your personal queries are. I will try to help you out as much as I can. I usually try to address your query within 24 to 48 business hours, but sometimes it may take up to, like 3 days time. So in case if that happens, I apologize for that. All right. I hope this has been a great help to you. And in case if you have any questions, you can always get back to me and write back to me. Till then, take care and stay safe, guys. Bye.